Good morning. My name is Angela Williamson, and I am the president of Modulus Architects and Land Use Planning. I've been asked by Councilor Borrego to share my favorite story with the Lavender Libros, and I'm so excited to do that. This book that I've selected is called If I Were a Lion, and this is my stepdaughter Maya's very favorite book. Her dad reads it to her almost every night, and so this book gets a lot of use in my household. So if you're thinking that this book looks a little bit used and dirty and torn and tattered, well, that's because it does, because this book has seen a lot of miles in my house, and I'm really excited to share this book with you today. If I Were a Lion by Sarah Weeks. I'm sitting in the timeout chair because my mother put me there. She said, "You try my patience, child. I do not like it when you're wild." Wild? Who, me? That's so absurd. How could she even use that word? If I were a lion, I'd growl and roar and knock the dishes on the floor. I'd scare the hair right off the cat, but do you see me doing that? If I were a bear, I'd have big claws. I'd rip up pillows with my paws. I'd scratch and poke and pierce and tear, not sit here nicely in my chair. Am I howling? Do I bark? Rummage through the trash at dark? Greet my visitors like this? No, not me. I hug and kiss. Do I snarl? Do I snap? Climb a tree to take a nap? Look at me. I'm meek and mild. About 1,000,000 miles from wild. Wild is woolly. Wild is wet. Wild's naughty as you get. Wild's ferocious. Wild will bite. I'm precocious and polite. Wild has feathers, and wild has scales. Wild has whiskers, tusk, and tails. Wild is furry. Wild is strong. Wild does not know right from wrong. Mother doesn't realize that lions don't apologize. But when she does, then she will see the opposite of wild is me. Now, I don't know about all of you guys, but this book reminds me of me as a little girl, and I'm sure that my mom called me wild once or twice. So I really hope that you enjoyed our story today, and I want to share again, this is If I Were a Lion by Sarah Weeks. Have a wonderful day, and thank you, Councilor Borrego, for letting me share this story time with the Lavender Libros.